Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri, yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Respected friends, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made the system of life where He has governed us from the cradle to the grave. Nothing in Islam is left incomplete. When we compare Islam to the other deens, other religions, other systems, other way of life, we find them to be inadequate, incomplete. But when it comes to Islam, my friends, Allah Ta'ala has made detail of everything. How to bring up your children and even how they inherit after you pass away. So I want to talk today about the importance of making a will. Islam has governed inheritance as well, my friends. It's very important we make an Islamic will living in the country we live in. Because if a person dies without making a will, then according to the law of the land, for that person who has not made a will, his inheritance will be distributed. And my friends, to say that this is actually some of the rules in terms of the inheritance of this country is against the rules of Shariat. So Islam has stipulated the shares of each individual, the percentage of the mother, the father, the children. Whereas in this country it is somewhat different to the Islamic model. So it is a necessity upon every Muslim to have an Islamic will. And a person can consult a solicitor who is well versed in the law of the land and also law of Shariat as well. And you find many online websites which give you the option of an Islamic will at your service. My friends, why is it important to make an Islamic will? Because the Quran explicitly mentions the shares of each individual. So my friends, we don't have a choice. It's not that you like one son more, so you give him 50%. And the daughter you don't talk to, so you give her 3%. Islam does not work like that. Islam has told us the shares of each individual. The Quran documents the shares, subhanallah. One would think that the shares may come in the books of fiqh, or the shares might come in a hadith. But this issue is so important, my friends, that Allah announced the shares in the Quran. So now how is there any leeway for any one of us to make up the shares as we go along? There's a hadith in Muslim Ahmad. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, a person, he worships Allah for 70 years. So he carries out the obedience of Allah Ta'ala for 70 years. But he is unjust in his will. Allah Ta'ala will throw him in Jahannam. So my friend, your 70 years of ibadah has gone to waste. Why? Because you have not followed the directive of Shariat. And many a times a child runs away from home. So the son, he gets married to a girl the parents don't like. So the parents cut off ta'alluq with the children. My friends, this very same son, when the father passes away, has the exact same amount and mustahiq of inheritance like the other children. Just because the daughter, the son is not talking to you, does not mean you are allowed to deprive them. There are only 2 or 3 cases, my friends, where you are allowed to deprive your children. And one of them is if they are non-Muslims. So even if you are not on talking terms to your children, you still have to give them their share. And my friends, in our community, the Asian community, we have a habit that we don't give the share to our daughters. And the brothers take the share of the sisters. In one hadith, the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam said that a person who takes qabdha of a land, and he takes over a land which is not his, on the day of Qiyamah, Allah will command that land to suck him into the earth, and he'll be sucked into the 7 heavens, the 7 earths. This is the seriousness of the issue, my friends. That we cannot deprive the female members of our households from their share. Let me tell you another masla. Even if the woman or the man say we do not want our share, it is haram for you to take their share. Rather, it is an obligation for you to give them their share in their hand. Then whatever they do after that is up to them. So I make this masala very clear. Even if a person says, I absolve myself or I absolve yourself of my share, this does not count in Shariat. You still have to give them their share. Once they have their share in their hands, then whatever they do with it is up to them. And this is very important. Because many people in our society, their hearts are broken. They don't complain because it's their parents or it's their brother. But in their heart, they keep it in their heart for a very long time. And let me tell you another masala as well. The brother deprives his sister. The brother passes away, the money goes to his children. If his children are God-fearing and they realize the masala, what the father has done, the children cannot keep the money. That money still remains haram. If that money passes down 10 generations, the money will still remain haram. What the children have to do, they have to give the money back to the father's sister. And if the father's sister has passed away, they have to give the money to her children. And if her children have passed away, then their children. Look at how the importance Shariat has attached this masala. That even when money has passed down generations, the money does not become halal. If the father, the brother has usurped the wealth of his sister, it does not matter that the children of that father or that son have to make sure the money is returned to the rightful owner. My friends, most of the problems we face in Pakistan and India are because of this. That the father has property in Pakistan and India and the in-laws and the cousins are taking over. So my friends, I urge all of you to impart this masala to all of your friends and family. Because unfortunately many people today are not aware of this masala, and even if they are aware, their God consciousness is not that much that it drives them to obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. However, this is a very serious issue. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين.